What if the foods you're eating every day aren't giving you energy, but are actually costing you essential energy? Everything you eat and assimilate either nourishes your body with quality building blocks or forces your body to work harder using low quality building blocks while requiring your body to spend precious nerve energy removing what it can't use, including the toxins and harmful chemicals. From a natural health perspective, every bite you eat either supports your body and overall well-being or requires the body to spend valuable nerve energy processing what it can use and removing what it can't. This week's nerve energy enhancer is number 5, the ideal diet. From a natural health perspective, the ideal diet is defined as fresh, wholesome fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds in their uncooked, raw, whole, natural state, eaten in modest amounts and proper combinations while in a state of rest and emotional balance. Might not be super reasonable for most people, but that is the definition from a natural health perspective. Now let me ask you a few questions. Do you ever feel sluggish after eating? Tired? Bloated? Nauseated? Full but still craving more food? Or maybe you just ate a huge meal and you still feel hungry? Struggle with weight gain or sometimes weight loss? Brain fog, indigestion, or heartburn? Or do you just feel off after a meal? If so, it's worth taking a closer look at what you're eating every day. Many people today follow what's often called the standard American diet, SAD diet, SAD, a pattern of eating that commonly includes highly processed foods, fast food, refined ingredients, and convenience foods, drinks, and condiments. The farther food gets from its natural, whole, raw state, the more important it becomes to ask whether it's providing your body with nourishment and quality building blocks it needs. We've all seen hundreds of different kinds of diets and diet fads, from the Atkins, keto, low fat, low carb, high protein, carnivore, vegan, and countless others. Every person has their own experience, beliefs, and perspective when it comes to nutrition and food. Today, I'm simply sharing from the natural health perspective that has helped me and so many others. From that perspective, fresh, whole fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds provide some of the highest quality building materials and fuel for the body. Now, here's something many people have never really thought about. What actually makes food ideal? Instead of following the latest trend, let's look at the criteria. An ideal food should nourish the body, be as close to its whole, raw, natural state as possible, be appealing in its whole, raw, natural state, be easy to digest and assimilate. And I'll just say assimilate is, in case you're wondering, the body breaking it down and actually using it in the body, sending it to the cells for energy, for building muscle, repairing, for healing, that kind of stuff. So if you hear that word, that's what it means. It should supply water, fiber, vitamins, minerals, protein, essential fatty acids, and other calories, and the calories your body needs. Now, here's another interesting concept. Our body's greatest and most immediate nutritional need is fuel. Think about that for a second. From the natural health perspective, it is estimated that roughly 90% of the body's nutrient needs are for glucose, also called simple sugar. Carbohydrates that naturally contain simple sugars are readily converted into blood glucose, which the body uses as its primary fuel source. You'll hear others, the people that use ketones, the keto diet, to go into that, and we won't get into that today, but that's another source, but it requires much more energy, and it's, in my mind, much harder on the body. That's one reason fruits are emphasized in this approach. They efficiently provide the body with readily available fuel. In other words, the ideal food should give your body the most nourishment while requiring the least amount of nerve energy to process it. One example of this, to put it in perspective, is you can eat a whole, raw, organic banana, which the body can easily and efficiently process into fuel, vitamins, minerals, etc., with low energy use, versus French fries. And a lot of people will say that's a potato, which, yes, it did start as a whole vegetable, but it has been processed, cooked, added salts and chemicals, which will require much more processing and elimination energy use to get even a fraction of the same amount of fuel, vitamins, minerals, etc. out of it. Once you begin looking at food from this perspective, several other principles naturally become important. First one is moderation. One of the biggest things I teach with my clients and people around me is moderation. None of us eat perfectly, myself included. We've all had cheat days, or still do, and most of us know exactly how we feel after those cheat days. For me personally, not good. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is making better choices, more often than not, building noticeable, sustainable momentum, and consistently giving your body the quality fuel and building materials it needs. A loving, moderation-based approach is far more sustainable than trying to be perfect for a week or a month or even a day and then giving up and then jumping to the next diet fad or trend that you're hearing on social media. Food combining is another one. Another fascinating natural health concept is food combining. Different foods digest at different rates and require different digestive environments and enzymes. From this perspective, combining certain foods may make digestion more difficult for some people. For example, proteins and starches require different digestive conditions and enzymes. When they are eaten together, natural health teaches that digestion may become less efficient or even halted for some people. Even the order in which certain foods are eaten may influence digestion and assimilation and your overall well-being. Whether you agree or disagree, it's certainly an interesting concept that's worth learning more about. Hot topic: how much protein your body actually needs. Another concept that surprises many people is that the natural health perspective on protein and some areas of nutrition research can differ from what we've traditionally been taught. I know personally, growing up as an athlete, playing hockey, you hear protein, protein, protein. Natural health generally teaches that many people may require substantially less, and I say substantially, I mean substantially less protein than commonly believed. Yes, even athletes. Remember, the number one immediate nutritional requirement from the body is for fuel, not protein. It's also not just about how much protein you eat. It's about the source, the quality, how efficiently your body digests it, absorbs it, utilizes it, and even recycles it. Many people don't realize cooking protein denatures or hardens it, making it much harder for the body to use. One fascinating concept is the amino acid pool, where the body continually recycles amino acids from the normal protein turnover or waste. So you eat protein in a day, your body recycles a lot of that because we can't use as much as people are eating and turns it back into amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. Next one is chewing your food thoroughly, because digestion does not begin in your stomach. Digestion begins in your mouth. The more thoroughly you chew your food, the more digestive work has already been done before that food even reaches your stomach or your digestive tract. Sometimes one of the simplest improvements we can make is slowing down, chewing more thoroughly, and actually enjoying our meals instead of rushing through them. Just think about that for a second. How many meals do you actually enjoy? Sit down, you're calm, and actually enjoy the food you're eating and taste it instead of just hurrying through it. Next one's a big one. Another pet peeve of mine is eating in a calm, relaxed, emotional state. This one may surprise you. Think about how many times you've eaten while driving, working, scrolling through your phone, watching television, arguing, or rushing out the door. Natural health teaches that digestion isn't only about what you eat, it's also about the state your body is in when you eat it. Instead of constantly eating in a go, go, go state, slow down, sit down, relax, take a few deep breaths, and actually enjoy your meal. Enjoy what you've cooked or you're eating. Give your body the best opportunity to digest and utilize the nutrients you're providing. And the next one is when you drink and eat before and after meals. Another interesting topic is when we drink fluids before, during, and after meals. Natural health has its own perspective on how the timing of fluids may influence digestion. One recommendation taught from a natural health perspective is to avoid drinking for at least 15 minutes before eating, and then to wait approximately 30 minutes after a meal before drinking again. And that differs. 30 minutes is for a fruit meal, 60 minutes is more of the standard for a starch meal or a carb meal, and then up to 90 minutes or more for a protein meal, just because of the different environments that are needed in the digestive tract to digest those different types of foods. And then one that's become very popular, at least recently, fasting and intermittent fasting. Fasting and intermittent fasting have become incredibly popular, especially on social media, and pretty much everywhere you look, somebody's doing some type of fasting. From the natural health perspective, periods without food may provide the digestive system with an opportunity to rest while allowing the body to direct energy toward other important processes like healing and growth. So just think about that for a second. Intermittent fasting is a simple one. Intermittent fasting is a simple approach. For example, someone might finish eating and drinking at 7 p.m., and then they will not eat or drink again until 7 a.m., which gives their body and digestive tract a 12-hour window where it can focus the energy to something other than digestion, because that's one of our biggest energy drains of the body is digestion. So think about that for just a second. If you're constantly eating, you're having snacks right before bed, you might get up in the middle of the night, have snacks. Your body is not diverting that energy to something else like healing, growth. If you're trying to gain muscle or whatever you're trying to do, your body can't divert that extra energy. So intermittent fasting. And again, fasting isn't appropriate for everyone, and it should always be approached thoughtfully and safely. I always recommend with a trained professional for fasting, especially for people with certain medical conditions and for those taking medications. To wrap this up, every one of these can influence digestion, assimilation, the amount of nerve energy your body has available, and your overall well-being. We're not going to cover each of these today in depth because every one of them deserves a deeper conversation. Today, I simply wanted to introduce these concepts and help you start thinking about food and eating a little differently. If you'd like more personalized guidance, I enjoy sitting down one-on-one during Lifestyle and Nerve Energy Foundation sessions to help people gradually improve their eating habits, food choices, lifestyle habits using practical, loving, and moderation-based approach. Remember, the goal isn't the latest diet fad. It isn't to be perfect, and it isn't to completely change your life overnight. That's just unreasonable. The goal is to consistently give your body the highest quality building materials and fuel possible while requiring the least amount of nerve energy to digest and utilize them. Start with one change, then another. Build noticeable, sustainable momentum over time. If you'd like guidance, our 9-week Lifestyle and Nerve Energy Foundations workbook is designed to help you gradually apply all the energy enhancers to your own life, and that is available on our website for purchase. If you'd like a more personalized support, you can always schedule a Lifestyle and Nerve Energy Foundation session with myself through our website, and we'll sit down together and we'll create a practical, individualized approach that fits your lifestyle. Because again, everybody's different, everybody views things differently, and moderation, again, is the key. So I hope this video gave you a different way of thinking about nutrition, eating, food, and the relationship between you and food and digestion, nerve energy, and your overall well-being. If you found this helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with someone who might benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.